Hey, Community Bible Church, it's Pastor Devin, and I am coming to you with another church and building update this week. I'm coming to you this week from the youth building, and behind me is where our students have been meeting every Wednesday night for the past few weeks. And we don't have all the chairs out or anything, but you can fill up most of these seats on a Wednesday, even though there's still construction being done in this space. It is coming together. The AC is on, so it's really exciting to just be standing in here, really for me the first time, and to be experiencing it. I wanted to answer a question that probably you've been asking yourself now that this is done, the walls are up and we're starting to use the spaces. What's next for the building project? What do we have left to do around here? And there is actually quite a long list, but it's much shorter of a list of things that have been needed throughout this project. So just wanted to review a few of those things with you. So the first thing you'll notice is we still have a lot of finish work that needs to be done around the church. There's signs that need to be hung up, directional signs that get you to the different parts of the church and where to go for this and where to go for that. We want to put a sign on the outside of the church that says Community Bible Church so that you can see that from Powell Road. And so we're working on those things right now. We also know that that courtyard that is right off of our lobby, it's got a bunch of chairs in it right now, but our hope is to have some play sets out in that courtyard. And so that way, when you come to church, if you have young kids that you want to fellowship with other adults and have some coffee before or after services, you can have your kids go out there and they can fellowship with one another and play a little bit, not having to stand by you. And so our hope is also to use that to be able to just showcase that we do believe that God's word doesn't just apply to adults. It applies to everybody at every age and every stage of life as well. So we're hoping to finish up that courtyard and put a play set out there, as well as update some of the play equipment in the back. So all of that's finished work and it needs to be done around the church. And I know that you guys have been here. If you have been coming, you've been used to seeing a lot of dirt around our church, a lot of information changing as far as going to this room or to that. And I appreciate everybody's patience while we've been in this transition for quite some time. Things are coming back online. But I also want to encourage you to just continue to watch from week to week. If there is anything that we're improving, we'll have new signs up for those, and we'll try our best to let you know either from the pulpit or from our weekly update videos here. Another thing that we're going to be doing for finish work is getting our connection wall and our missions wall completed. And you're like, what are those? In our lobby, right as you come in the doors to the right, there's two large blank walls. And we want one of those walls to feature missions and missions opportunities at our church, so you can be praying for the various missionaries we support now and in the future. And then there's also going to be a section there where you can get flyers for community groups and the different ministries that are going on all along. Right now, the only place you can go for that is our welcome desk or online. And so we want that to be a resource for everybody to stop and pick up information on. So continue to be looking for that as it is completed. I want to encourage you, though, to also just take a moment when you get a chance to see somebody serving on Sundays, whether they're on the connection team, kids team, worship team, our safety team, anybody who's serving on those weekends. I want to encourage you just to show your appreciation to them over this next month. They have been having to do things sometimes last minute just to get all the things together. And I especially want to point out Carrie Northway and Jason Paoli. They've been leading our safety team and making sure that throughout all of this that the cars are still able to get in and out of the lot safely, that your kids are able to be safe and entrusted with the ministries that they're a part of, and as well as helping the adults and making their way in and everything going off without a hitch. So thank you to Carrie and thank you to Jason for being a part of that. We know that that's going to be continuing on. So our last kind of piece for the building project is going to start to pay off the loan that we have. And so I want to encourage you that we are still fundraising to pay that off. If you have extra funds, or you've been felt led to give, or God has blessed you, then you can go to cbible.org/give and choose the building fund right there, and all that will go towards taking care of this building project and paying off that loan. And so we're excited to see how that happens. I also want to let you know this. For a church update this week, we have announced it last week in our video, and then at Sunday morning during the services. We are looking for 4 more elders to join our elder board, and we're also going to be looking for deacons in the future. And so we asked for you guys to be nominating people you know. So I wanted to bring to you today the updates on that. We have received 6 nominations for deacons and 10 nominations for elders. So I just want to give a big thank you to everybody who has been having those conversations. The next step for those people is going to be to interact with the nominating team and to go through that initial screening process. I also want to just point this out in case you don't know, or in case you haven't read it from the page yet. If you are interested in being a deacon or elder at the church, you first would need to be a member of our church to be eligible to be considered for those positions. So if that's something that you're working through, I encourage you to go ahead, make sure that you have joined the church and membership. You can do that by either going to our app, choosing resources, and become a member. You can fill that out in a connection card, or you can contact us at the church office and we'll give you those steps. But my hope is that as we finish building the walls around this church, that we continue to strengthen this church by putting godly men and women into places of service in all areas, so that way we can continue to be able to build His kingdom here. So I'm just nothing but happy, nothing but pleased with how it's been going, and nothing but excited for where God is going to be taking us tomorrow and the next day. So that's it for this week. Looking forward to giving you another update next week.